and I'm just built different. Like I already felt out of place in Lebanon all my life. I never fit in. You know, I was always too much of a rebel, too much of a feminist, too
Right.
much of an argumentative person.
Find out what works for you. Your all this education in nutrition and exercise, physiology, and this sort of thing, and then you say, "I'm just not going to be forced to teach this curriculum that doesn't work. Didn't work for me, and
Right.
the research shows it doesn't."
No, but it's okay. Here's the thing. I do it as a flipped classroom. So they go over the lectures, which are the basics, which, you know, there's only like the basics are the basics. You know, carbs are broken down into glucose and, you know, like sugars and like fiber and starch. Okay, fine. Those are like basic stuff, chemistry. So they learn those things. It's fine. It's somewhat based off of the textbook and what they need to know. But when we meet, it's all discussion and Q&A. And so you are allowed as a professor to share your opinions when you get asked questions about everything. And so I definitely share my opinions. Again, like I think when you put your standards at a certain level of what you want for yourself, when you raise your standards, it no longer feels like it requires courage. When you feel like it's wrong, what is being done is wrong, it doesn't feel like a lucrative job position, you know? And like compared to what you can do as a YouTuber, as a content creator, the sky is the limit. Like I don't settle. I feel like every time I don't settle, I always win. And every time you try to convince yourself that this is good, this is whatever, you're settling, you always lose. One of the main reasons that I do carnivore is like that's the diet that you're gonna have the least amount of cravings on, if any. They just don't exist anymore because cravings are one of the stages of addiction. So you eat an addictive food, you have that high, and after the high comes the withdrawal stage. You know, you go back down and you enter that withdrawal stage where you have now cravings and you don't feel too good and low energy. But cravings is a major hallmark. Cravings is simply a reaction to an addictive behavior. You remove the addictive behavior, which is the addictive food, the cravings disappear. And so in a carnivore diet, there is nothing that's addictive. You know, you're not eating anything processed, you're not eating keto treats, you're not eating anything sweetened. And so that's why it takes 2 weeks. So that people need to know 10 days to 2 weeks for most people for the like the switch to flip, you know, and to really feel that difference and no cravings whatsoever. And so this is why it's so important to keep that in mind and just stick to it and know that it'll pass. If you're struggling in the first few days or whatever, like just stick to it at least 10 days to 14 days, and then it'll be smooth sailing after that.
Annotated and summarized, easy to share with loved ones. The description below the title for this video has these summary points.